Most frugal living tips are garbage. They tell you to meal prep every Sunday, clip coupons, and turn your whole weekend into a second job you don't get paid for. That is not real life. So here are 10 frugal living tips that take zero extra time, because the ones that actually work are not the ones you do harder. They're the ones you only set up once. This is Wally. Wally is not lazy. Wally is tired. He's built the perfect budget 4 times, and it broke 4 times, because real life does not care about the spreadsheet. So today, Wally is not going to try harder. He's going to fix 10 little defaults, 1 time each, and then let them run in the background while he goes and lives his actual life. 10 tips, 0 extra time. Let's get into it. Number 1, and this one is almost insulting how easy it is. Use half of everything. Detergent, shampoo, toothpaste, dish soap, that laundry pod. Here's the trick nobody says out loud. The company designed the cap, the pump, and the pea-sized recommended amount to make you run out faster. That's not a cleaning instruction, that's a sales instruction. Wally cut every dose in half and, plot twist, his clothes were exactly as clean. His teeth did not fall out. He just stopped paying a tax to a soap company for the crime of trusting the label. It's not slower. You squeeze the bottle either way, you just squeeze less. Number 2, make store brand the default, not the exception. Most people treat generic like a downgrade they allow themselves on a hard month. Flip it. Store brand is the default, and the name brand has to earn the upgrade. And here's the honest part. For most stuff, the pasta, the meds, the trash bags, the frozen veg, it's the same thing in a plainer costume. Wally doesn't buy the cheap pasta because he's being brave. He stopped noticing the difference 6 months ago. You decide this once, standing in one aisle, and it quietly repeats at every checkout for the rest of your life. That's 0 extra time. That's a default doing the work for you. Number 3, when you eat out, order water. And before anyone leaves, no, I am not telling you to stop eating out. That's the meal prep monk advice, and we don't do that here. I'm telling you the drink is the scam. 2 sodas is $10, $12 on liquid the restaurant buys for pennies. That's their highest margin item on the whole menu, and it's the one thing you won't even remember tomorrow. Wally kept the burger, kept the night out. He just stopped buying the $4 cup of syrup. One decision, and it applies every single time he sits down, automatically. Number 4, and this is the one people fight me on. Get your coffee at work, not on the way in. And I already hear it. But Wally doesn't have time to make coffee. Here's the reframe. You don't have time either way. You wait for the drive-thru. You wait for the barista. You wait for the office machine. The waiting is identical. One line costs $6. The other line costs basically nothing. Same caffeine, same wait, same Wally. One just quietly hands $6 to a stranger every morning for the exact same result. This isn't quit coffee. Coffee stays. Wally just stopped paying a convenience fee for a convenience he wasn't actually getting. Number 5, and I'm going to be straight with you, because I promise no fake magic here. This one you actually do refill. But it takes 30 seconds and it kills a tax you pay every single day, so it earns its spot. Keep a snack in the bag, in the car, in the desk drawer. Whatever bag leaves the house with you, put something in it. Because here's what actually happens. Wally isn't hungry when he's calm. Wally gets hungry when he's stuck at the gas station, tired, and the $3 impulse rack is right there at eye level. That rack was designed to catch a hungry, tired Wally. So the snack in the bag isn't about the snack. It's about your hand finding the almonds before it finds the $8 gas station sadness. 30 seconds in the morning. That's the only tip today that costs you a little. I'm telling you that on purpose, because a plan that lies to you about the effort is the plan you quit. Now, let's be honest, none of this works if you have to remember it. Willpower is a battery, and yours is already low by noon. So the next 5 don't ask you to remember anything. You set them up one time, and then they save money whether you're paying attention or not. Wally can be tired, stressed, distracted, doesn't matter. The system doesn't need him. Number 6, delete your saved card from the shopping apps. All of them. Amazon, the food delivery, the one that sells you a 4th phone case at midnight. Not the account, just the saved card. Here's why this is basically a cheat code. The entire impulse buy machine runs on one thing, the 2-second checkout. See it, want it, buy it, done, before your brain wakes up. When the card's gone, you have to get up, find your wallet, and type 16 numbers. And in those 30 boring seconds, the spell breaks. Wally didn't get more disciplined. He just added friction that's completely free. Most of the time, he never even finishes typing. You set this once, and it quietly cancels most of your impulse buys forever while you sleep. Number 7. Do one, just one, subscription sweep. Sit down for one afternoon, pull up your bank statement, and read every recurring charge out loud. This is where it gets uncomfortable, in a good way. Wally found he was paying $11 a month to a fitness app he last opened during a completely different presidency. A cloud storage plan for photos he doesn't remember taking. 2 streaming services he thought he'd already canceled. Here's the math that stings. $11 a month feels like nothing, but that's $132 a year for a thing he actively does not use. Cancel the zombies one time, and that money comes home every single month after. No repeating effort. One afternoon, permanent raise. Number 8, and this is the one I bet you're not expecting, because it's technically free money the government already bought for you. Get a library card. And I don't mean dusty paperbacks. I mean the app. With one free card, Wally gets ebooks, audiobooks. That's your Audible and your Kindle Unlimited. Gone. A lot of libraries give you free movie and documentary streaming through apps like Canopy or Hoopla. There's a streaming service gone. Free passes to museums and even state parks in a ton of places. So while everyone else is stacking $5 subscriptions like it's a personality, Wally canceled 3 of them and replaced them with a card that costs $0. This is the tip you didn't know to ask for. Set it up once. Save every month forever. Now, very important. Everything up to here kept money you already had. This next one is different. It builds money you didn't know was there. And I know what the thought is. Frugal? You think I'm rich enough to move money around? Fair. So hear me clearly. You don't need to be rich to do this. You need about 4 minutes and the money you just freed up in the last 8 tips. Number 9. Set up one automatic transfer on payday. Small. $10, $20, whatever doesn't scare you. Set it to move to savings the same day you get paid. Before you can see it, before you can spend it, before later you gets a vote. And this is the whole trick, because here's the problem with, I'll save whatever's left over. Later you is tired. Later you is stressed. Later you is hungry and just saw a 30% off banner. Later you never saves anything, because later you doesn't exist yet. You keep trusting a future version of yourself who never shows up. So present Wally makes the decision once, the bank does it automatically forever, and later Wally physically can't mess it up. Not because the number is huge, because it saves without asking your permission. And number 10. This last one is the opposite of everything else on this list, and that's exactly why it's last. Every other tip runs without you. This one needs you, for exactly 1 week. Here it is. Screenshot every single thing you spend, for 7 days. Not a budget, not an app with charts and categories and guilt, just a screenshot. Coffee, screenshot. Gas, screenshot. The impulse thing you swore you wouldn't, screenshot that one too, especially that one. Because here's what happens, and I've watched it happen to Wally. He didn't need a budgeting system. He needed 1 honest week of looking. Just seeing the number, out loud, with no story attached. Most overspending isn't a willpower problem. It's a visibility problem. You can't fix the leak you refuse to look at. So that's Wally's simple challenge. 1 honest week. Then the defaults you set in the other 9 tips do the rest. Quietly, automatically, for the rest of the year. And that's the whole point. None of this needed a spreadsheet. None of it needed a perfect month or a personality transplant. Wally just fixed 10 defaults, 1 time each, and let them run. Because the goal was never to be perfect with money. The goal is a system that still works on the days you're not. This is Wallet Level Up. Real money lessons for real life. Because some months are hard, some plans break, some people start late, and none of that means the story is over. Comment START if you're setting up number 1 today. And if you want the deeper version of tip 9, the whole realistic saving system, the full plan is in the video right there. I'll see you in it.